Hey everyone, it's Joy here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a really wonderful day. Today I created two cards showing you how to hot foil on light and dark cardstock using the same color of foil. So I am using products from Spellbinders for this, the Plaid Tidings background and the Helleborus, which is the Christmas rose die. So that's what I'm showing you here. I have die cut everything from white cardstock, and I'm going to take some Copic markers to color my images. So this first color is going to be R56 and R83. And when I was looking at photos of the Christmas rose, they have this really dark outline. So I'm going to take the marker to the side of the cardstock. This is the R56, so it's a darker, it's a red, but it's like a pinky red. So it's not like full-blown red. So I'm going to do that for the outsides. I'm actually going to make two of these large flowers. I'm just going to show you the one, and I'll do the other one off camera. Then in the centers of the flowers, I'm going to start flicking outward just at the base of the petals. That way it can add a little bit of color to the center. Now I'm also using the toolkit from Spellbinders. This is Susan's toolkit, and I cannot remember her last name, but I do have that listed and linked below. That is super helpful when we are shaping these flowers because these are not going to be flat, which is what's, Susan Tierney, I believe is her name. Tierney is, I believe, the last name. She has some beautiful flowers. I've used her products before and they're just gorgeous. So now I'm taking the lighter R83 and flicking out from the base of the petals to the tip, and I'm not even coloring the whole tip, but it's all in a flicking motion. And as you can see, it's blending that R56 nicely, and you're getting some really nice texture to the petals. There's so for each flower you need two of these centerpieces. I'm adding green and then yellow, so it's the G07 and YG0000. I'm going to do for both of those centers, and just kind of I'm blending that green out with the yellow. So again, two centers for the flower. There's also another little centerpiece that I just colored yellow, and I'm not sure if I caught that on camera. So if I didn't, I apologize. I forgot that I needed to color the back side of the petals the same. I just did it with just the lighter pink. Then I colored the leaves up there, and I totally forgot to show you guys, G28 and YG67. with the same flicking motions, and I'm going to color the back. So the G28 was the base, and then the YG67 was the lighter color. So I'm just doing the same flicking. It was the same thing as the flowers. Okay, in that tool kit, you have a tool in one, and I'm putting this little piece on that makes the oh my gosh, what are they called? The veins in leaves. So I did one down the center, and then I folded that up, and then I'm doing them onto the sides, making sure they don't cross over in the center. This is going to give the leaves a more realistic look. So then there is this foam pad, and I'm taking my tweezers, pinching it out the bottom, and taking the ball end stylus of the tool-in-one that comes in that kit, pressing down on the back side. So grabbing at the bottom, pinching, flipping it over, pressing that ball tool at the tip, which is going to give a nice little curve at the tip of your leaf. Then there is this little loop tool. There's two sizes. I'm using the small one on the little foam pad, and I'm starting at the tip of the leaf and going to the base. And I'm not actually pressing hard. I'm gently pulling downwards. This is going to kind of break down the fibers in the cardstock and make it a little bit softer, and it's going to give these petals some shape. So I'm going to do that for the large one and the smaller one. Then I will take the ball end, because you can put two things into this. And first I'm going to pinch at the base, and then take it and just kind of bend out the edges of the leaf. So pinching it, taking my reverse tweezers from Spellbinders, and just bending out the edges of the petals. This is going to give a lot of life to your flowers, and it's actually kind of fun. There's the ball stylus that I'm using to push down in the center, and it's going to kind of cup everything up, which is going to give it some more shape. So doing that same thing again, pinching at the base, kind of around the tweezers, and then bending the petals backwards. And look at how pretty that is. So how you're going to glue this together, I've already done the first one, and look how pretty that is. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue to the back of the three-petaled one, and then there is a way that this fits, and if you just mess around with it, you'll see exactly how this comes together. but I will adhere the 2-petaled one behind the 3-petaled one. Then I can just set that aside to dry. Now you have your little pieces for the center, and you're going to cut these because you need to. Just trim each piece down the center. So now you're going to double the pieces of the little stamens for the center. And then that little one at the top that looks like a comb, you also are going to trim those too. Then take your tweezers on that little tab, add a little bit of glue, and then just gently roll it up and put it aside. You will use that ball stylus to push that down in the center, which is going to cup those. Now we're going to glue this flower together. So a little bit of liquid glue, and just put that right in the center. The first one, you're going to do with the second one, and I'm just kind of offsetting it so it looks a little bit fuller. And then you have that little piece that we rolled up that's going to fit right in the center. So you have this nice full center of all of these beautiful little stamen pieces. It really makes it easy to put these flowers together. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, let's do some foiling. This is the Plaid Tidings background. I've got some black cardstock here. I am going to use Opal foil, which I think is so pretty. So I'm going to foil this on black cardstock. I'm going to show you that one. I'm also going to foil it on the specialty cardstock. So you're going to have the Opal on the specialty cardstock, which is almost tone on tone. So again, I'm using the quick trimmer from Spellbinders to cut my piece. It makes it super easy. It's going to fit right to the same size, and my Glimmer hot foil system is on, but it actually hasn't even heated up yet because you can see that the green light is not on. So once that's on, I can push the other green light and then run that through my die cut machine. I'm going to place another piece of tape down so that way it is not going to slide around. That big Glimmer plate's not going to slide around. I'm using the sentiments from the Glitter Wishes, and I'm starting to prep those, but I'm using Aura foil for both of the sentiments. They're going to say Holiday Cheer enclosed, and the other one says Celebrate the Season. So I'm going to trim those pieces down and then just get that ready while I'm waiting for my Glimmer hot foil system to heat up. It just kind of helps to, you know, kind of just do both things at one time. So now that that's on, that's blinking, it's getting ready to go through. I'm trimming off some excess. Now I can gently pull this out of my docking station, add my plates and my shims, run that through my Platinum 6 die cut machine, nice and slow, forward and back, especially with a large plate like this, take your time. And then I have it on hinges, like I always say, in case I need to add more foil underneath. And actually I had a little bit of overfoiling that I cleaned up with a dry paintbrush, just really gently rubbing it. Now I'm going to foil my 2 sentiments, again with that Aura foil. And then here's the Opal on the white cardstock. And I'm just trimming that down. Again, I'm using the Glimmer specialty cardstock for that. But isn't that so pretty? You guys will be able to see it up close here in just a little bit. But I loved the Opal on the white the most. I mean, I thought it was really pretty on the black, but there was something about the white. Okay, I'm going to run that through my die cut machine because that is done. And in the Glitter Wishes Glimmer set, there is a ton of sentiments, you guys. And then there's also this coordinating die that I'm going to die cut them out, and you can just move it. Once I die cut out this side, I can slide it down to the other side and die cut off the excess, which is really super awesome to have such a large die like that. So I'm going to slide it down, tape that in place, and run it through again just to get the excess off of the one end. And now we've got a great couple of sentiments. And like I said, there is a ton of Glimmer sentiments. It is worth getting, you guys. Okay, I'm going to trim down my black cardstock. I'm going to trim this down slightly smaller than an A2 sized. The white one I trimmed down probably a 1/2 inch on all sides because I want to have a couple mats on that. So let's adhere our flowers. First, for the white background, I have a piece that's about 1/4 inch smaller, and I'm taking that R56 marker and tracing the outside edge like we did with the petals on the flowers. And I love how this turned out. What a fun little tip, I guess. So that's how it's going to look, and isn't that so pretty? So let's get that adhered together. I have my white card base. I'm just going to adhere the black one to that. I've adhered all of my flowers onto this. I'm sorry I did not share that with you. Clearly I was struggling when I was making these cards because I just totally forgot to hit record. But I just adhered those down. I added some foam tape behind the sentiments. The flowers, I just used liquid glue. The little flowers are from the smaller pieces that were in the flower die, and I literally, it's just one piece, and I just did the same thing I was doing with the other petals, and then I just rolled it up and tucked it in. So nothing crazy, but I am sorry, I totally forgot to record me adhering all this down. I thought it was recorded. I'm using some Nuvo crystal drops in Party Pink, and I'm going to add those all the way around. I was struggling with this white one, whether I was going to add them or not, and I'm glad I did because it really is super pretty, but it kind of matches how I colored the leaf or the flowers. Again, this is the Helleborus, Helleborus flower, the Christmas rose, and it's so, so pretty. Look at how stunning this is. I really love that plaid Tidings background. I think that's fantastic, and I'm really in love with it on the white cardstock, but I really love the flowers on that black cardstock. I think they turned out really fantastic. Now I'm going to show you up close really what this opal foil looks like, and it is so pretty. Isn't that stunning on that white? You just get that little bit of shimmer to it. I don't know. It's just so, so pretty. And then, of course, with the black, that flower just totally stands out. And this is a great, like really non-traditional Christmas card to give to somebody. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope that you feel inspired, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.